Today is the 14th of March, Tuesday. We had CPI today, so just be careful, or just be cautious of trading before CPI, which is at 8:30. So this is what CPI happened here. If we look on the 15 minutes, it's literally just one candle that's going up and down. So if we look past that, I spotted a trade up today. It was after 3 o'clock GMT time, so it was past the kill zone, so this shouldn't have been an entry really, but it's still, I'll go through the price action for it. There's also a trade before that, and I'll explain now. So here is the entry at 9.26. If we take a look at the dollar, so the dollar at 9.26 was where is it? Here. So this CPI, sorry, wicks down into this daily opening gap, pushes up into EVO and weekly opening gap here. This was February the 10th, its weekly opening gap. Wicks into that here, pulls lower, back into this. And what does it do? It pushes above. It pushes above and closes above this dotted line here, shows support. If we go on the macro, on the daily, that dotted line is the consequent encouragement of this fair value gap here, where prices respected it there and then broken above, shown support. So now, if we can use the micro for it, here, price pushed down lower, broke above, and it showed support here. There's also fair value gap here, and if you find the consequent encouragement of this, it basically taps it to the T. So that shows that it's bullish. So if we're bullish run here, where's the draw liquidity? Here. That candle here, that high. So that's the bar side liquidity, that's the draw. Also, then the weekly opening gap here as well. So if we look on, so we're looking for long on dollar, that means we're looking for short on EU. This is the same time here. So if we're looking for long on dollar, we should be looking for short on EU. What does EU do? The perfect module of the ICT setup. That's a bar side, pushes up, breaks lower, taps into the fair value gap here. So breaks bar side here, breaks lower, that market structure shift at that low, leaves a fair value gap here, taps into this, entry, target, there, taken. You don't really want to see these fair value gaps here get tapped into really, and because it hasn't done that, it shows that it's really bearish and it's going to have a run down. So yeah, so once it's taken out here, price slows down and then it pulls back up, back into this fair value gap here. So this is the trade that I spotted as well. This is after 3 o'clock, so as soon as 3 o'clock hits, or 10 AM, it starts going sideways. So it's accumulating price. Just be careful with this fair value gap here. This is acting as resistance. So as you see, price here respected this and traded lower. So price has a major drop down, drops lower, takes out sell side. Market structure shift happens here. This candle here. Takes sell side once more here. There, sorry. So it takes sell side and then drops sell side and then pushes up. Market structure shift here. Any of these candles. Leaves a fair value gap. Price then is closing below that, just a teeny bit. It's a little bit sloppy price action because it was a CPI day. It's after 10 o'clock. After the kill zone for New York. So what price does is pushes away, and it's tapped into this BISI here, and it's tapped into there. It then takes out this buy side here. So price printed this candle, pulled lower, took out buy side, and then what did it want to seek? It wanted to seek inefficiency, which was this candle here, these three candles. And what does it leave? That's institutional order flow entry drill. Doesn't get anywhere near consequent encouragement either. Shows that it's bullish. So if this tapped into this, it shows it's bullish, then we think that it's going to break above this resistance. So it tapped into that, went long here, pushed above, retested this resistance, now support. If we draw from the top to the bottom and find the consequent encouragement of this range here, this BISI, it taps into the consequent encouragement. Doesn't close below, taps into it there, so it breaks above, retests again, breaks above, pushes higher into this fair value gap, has a little bit of struggle pushing up. This candle here, find the consequent encouragement of this. So if you're struggling to hold the trade and thinking, is it going to go down now? If it closed below this, then potentially you could see a dip down lower, potentially to this. And our target's here. So if we can see it dip down lower, potentially down here to down here, then you could take out your profit. But because it didn't close above this consequent encouragement, I was more confident that it's going to head towards this buy side liquidity. So once it broke above, retested, showed support on this, and then headed higher to take out the buy side liquidity, which was my target. And if you see here, draw the consequent encouragement of this SIBI, it then rejects this, so we can head down, breaks below, retest this fair value gap as support, now resistance, so we could head lower. Where could we head lower to? Sell side here, and this is past the day, so in a discount array, taps into it, closes literally, doesn't close below the consequent encouragement of it, and nice market structure shift, taps into that fair value gap, entry to go long, nice. I've literally just seen that as well. But here, this was I was watching that all there, so that was really nice, and that was me just tape reading the whole way. Live, I did that. I did that for a few hours today. But yeah, I was happy where I saw that go long here. Institutional order drill with that candle here. Consequent encouragement as well of this to show support, and then breaks above. Consequent encouragement of that one, doesn't close below it to head higher, because sometimes I feel I take the trade too early. So if we entered here, my stop would literally just be below this candle here, that blue candle, target there. So a nice 4-to-1, and maybe I would have been like, oh, I'll see this and take it out, but because I understand what the candles are telling me, I can hold it to there, and then I see that there, because I would like to get long again if it broke above, showed support towards here, but because it was rejecting this, and then it broke lower, rejected that as resistance, that's when you can take out all your the rest of the trade. So yeah.